NFL playoff weekend, and I'm here to tell you who's winning and who's sinning. Your boy is in the building, man. Come on in.
Ah, yeah, y'all come on in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm out here. The tailgate experience.
All the way up. We're about to take the victory. Go. All right. Deep down. What do we got right here? Who in the house right here? All right.
Hold on up. A happy birthday to this.
Y'all know what time it is. Monday Night Football don't be no back to this. I'm trying to tell you. The shit. All right. Who we got right here? We got some right here. We got Wonder Woman right here. All right. And taking out. All right. What you guys say? What you guys say? Miss Catholic. All right. Miss Catholic. Like Virgin. All right. Yeah. Southeast Town. Let's get it. All right. Right here, y'all at Royal Riot. Tailgate one. Oh, man. It's on. We told y'all we gonna be out there soon. And y'all know what's happening. All right.
Tailgaters, what's going on, man? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Dub Q, and I like to make sure that we get a little bit of seasoning on this weekend, man, because the playoffs are here, and your boy is excited. We got a lot of matchups this weekend, and I can't wait because at 2:30 p.m., you got the Los Angeles Chargers going up against the Houston Texans. And I'm going to put this on out here first and foremost. CJ Stroud, Justin Herbert. This is going to be an imaginable game. The atmosphere is going to be electric. They are in Houston, so this is going to be really good. I think, and this is my honest opinion, you've seen the Chargers. They won 3 in a row with the NFL's best 301 points this entire season. So they will probably be able to outscore the Texans on the road, who's interestingly scored 372 points this season, also giving up 372 points on the defense. So with that being said, CJ Stroud and the Texans has taken a little bit of a step back, but as you can still see, they are in the playoffs, and he's critiqued so hard, and that's what I'm looking at right now. Because of his draft class, because where he sits at, they look at that boy under a microscope so much because they I hate to say it, but people are waiting to see him fail. And unfortunately for this year, the naysayers make it what they're looking for. I believe in CJ Stroud. I believe that he's a good quarterback, a young budding star. I believe also that the LA Chargers is going to come and probably mop the floor with the Texans. So I'm going to put my prediction out there for this game. I'm going to have the Chargers go out there, probably put up 30 points against this Texans team, and it's going to be about a 30-24 output. 30-24 is what I'm going to probably put it out because, like I said, they can score 2. But the thing is I'm thinking that this Chargers defense is going to limit Houston a little bit here and there. So next up, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. This game is in Baltimore, 6 p.m. I don't want to miss this. They just played a couple of weeks ago, and it has been the Pittsburgh Steelers has been the Achilles heel for the last couple of years to the Baltimore Ravens. They just haven't. They had their numbers up until 2 weeks ago when the Baltimore Ravens took it to the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is seemingly their year. So unless Mike Tomlin has something up his sleeve that he feels he was gonna save for the playoffs. This is the third meeting in between the rivals. Like I said, Pittsburgh won the first one at home, 18-16. Baltimore won the second one, like I just said a couple of weeks ago, 34-17. The Steelers limped into the playoffs with 4 straight losses. Make sure you understand that one. The Ravens have won 4 in a row, so we expect a similar result to what just happened week 16. So I predict the Ravens are going to come out probably, I'm going to say 35. They're going to put 35 up on the Steelers. And a Mike Tomlin-led team is going to probably give you at least 24 points. Once again, it's going to be about 35-24. I think, and this is my honest year, if Lamar Jackson can't get it accomplished this year, we're going to start looking at him a little bit differently as potentially one of the greatest regular season quarterbacks we ever seen. But it's like Peyton Manning. He kept coming up short. And it took Peyton Manning, 9 years in a row before he was able to get over that hump and win a Super Bowl. So with that being said, man, Lamar Jackson, you on the time clock. I like it, boy. I like it. Let's see if you can get the job done. Coming up on Sunday. Now that was Saturday's game. All the Saturday games that's going to be out here. Sunday coming up, we got the Denver Broncos at the Buffalo Bills. So the Broncos has surpassed all expectations for the season. Nobody thought that they were going to be sitting here, which they practically won 9 games last year without having the quarterback that the coach really, really wanted. So what do y'all expect? But I'm just saying it was surprise a lot of people if they put who they think the season MVP right now, Josh Allen and the crew, out at Buffalo. The Bills are 8-0 this season when facing 8-0 this season. And then Denver is just 4-5 on the road. So with that being said, this is going to be a slobber knocker. But I think that the Buffalo Bills hang on to take the Broncos out. And that's crazy because I like Bo Nix. I like what he have around him. I think they're a young and up-and-coming team. I just think that Buffalo is going to be a different environment for a young rookie, man. That cold is different up there. So I think a lot of that's going to factor into this game. I think we get probably 30 points from the Bills at least, because I think Josh Allen is like that. Playoff Josh Allen is probably second only to Mahomes. Them boys, they different in the playoffs, man. And I think the Broncos will be able to muster up probably 20 points. Maybe a little bit more than that. I'd be surprised if they give you 27. So how about this? I'll be nice. 30-27. 30-27. I think that it's going to come down to a late game field goal to win this one. Next up, Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This one is the most intriguing one because this could go either way. The Eagles have had an incredible season, man. 14-3. The Packers went 11-6 on this season right here. But I'm sitting here looking like the Eagles are starting to steamroll at the Lincoln Financial Field, and you're looking at potentially the environment, a difficult road environment. Green Bay, like I said, they lost to the Eagles in Brazil, but that's in Brazil. I'm thinking that this time around, I think the Eagles take this right here, take the Packers. Unless Jordan Love just turns on some type of a God power or God tier that he turns on, I think that the Eagles win this game. But I wouldn't be surprised because this game is a toss-up of 2 equal teams to me almost. 2 young equal teams. And I think Jordan Love them stand the potential to come out here and potentially take this game, but I'm giving the nod to the Eagles, man. And I'm going to say it's probably going to be I'm going to put it like this. It's time for that defense of the Eagles to step up. You got all these young guys, Nakobe Dean, Jalen Carter. You got all these young boys, that Georgia defense that you got over there. So it's time for y'all to step up and put y'all stamp in. This is year 3 for most of you guys. So it's time. The time is now. Final score, I'm going to go 27-24. 27-24. Like I said, I think late game heroics or field goal is going to probably be the difference between these two. I don't think it's going to be a gunslinging duel. I don't think that's going to be the case for, like I said, I'm looking at the environment. The defense is pretty stout for the Eagles. Also, Green Bay has a pretty good defensive game here and there. So in spurts, they can turn up if they need to. Next up, Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I hate to say it. Sorry, Bucks. Sorry. I'm just put this on out here right now. I really don't believe in the Bucks, who are 10-7 right now. I don't see them happening. The 12-5 Washington Commanders are different, dog. Their defense is different. Dan Quinn is coaching his ass off. Like I said, you see some of these guys and you're saying to yourself, like, this team has seeming to be on a historic run right now. And for the Washington Commanders, who hasn't had the most success over the last couple of years, okay, once you knock on the door, you kick the door in. That's what they're doing right now. I think that in this beginning of the playoffs, they're going to steamroll the Buccaneers. And I dare to say, I don't even think it's going to be that close of a game. I'm saying it's going to be probably about 35, maybe 21. 35-21, because I think that Jalen Daniels and the Washington Commanders are going to be just that much more superior. It's a superior defense. It's a superior offense. Like I said, you're going to see Terry McLaurin probably eat if you don't see nothing else. So I'd love to see what this game would look like, man, going out. And then last but not least, we got the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. This is on Monday night, 6 p.m. So I'm going to tell you this right now. The Minnesota Vikings and the Rams. Sam Darnold just showed you this past week what he really is. I love Sam Darnold. We've had Sam Darnold as a quarterback, but we realize when it comes to long-term success, he's made a Pro Bowl this year. He has been consistent. But when it comes to putting the ball in his hands and allowing him to make a play, he is not Nick Foles. He's a backup, but he is not the king of all backups like Nick Foles was for the Eagles when Carson Wentz went down. This team is a J.J. McCartney away from contending for Super Bowls. Hear me clearly. J.J. McCartney is almost twice as better as Sam Darnold. So when you last saw J.J. McCartney, he put up 210 yards in the first half of a game, and it was in preseason. Kevin O'Connell has himself a recipe for success. It's young, it's inexpensive. People are asking, are they going to re-sign Sam Darnold? After Sunday, you basically just saw him turn back into what he was. You're going to go with a cheaper option that can give you the same amount of play, the same output, the same productivity. It's a cheaper option in J.J. McCartney. But back to this game. I think the Minnesota Vikings lose this game. Shout out to everybody that's a Viking fan. Shout out to my boy over there at Vocal Vike. It's going to be probably, I say, the Rams, because I don't expect much of an offensive output from this guy. This is going to probably be a defensive struggle. Two teams that are defensively built to come out here and have close games. I think this game is going to probably come down 24-21. It's going to probably be a field goal that make the difference in this game. And like I said, I predict the Vikings to lose. A lot of people, the favorites, Vegas and all them, got the Vikings winning and beating the Rams. I think they're going to lose this game because I don't see it for Sam. See, Sam can be really, really good, and then he can be really, really, really bad. And as a Panther fan, you know the really, really bad. And I just think maybe it's my PTSD with Sam Darnold, but I just don't see it happening for him. So Let's get into it as we do. Make sure you comment, you come on in, tell me about the picks and how you feel. It's your boy Doug Q.